Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. L'Orient Express à destination de Strasbourg, Munich, Vienne, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia et Constantinople va partir. Les passagers sont priés de monter à bord des voitures. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The Orient Express is now leaving for Strasbourg, Munich, Vienna, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia and Constantinople. All passengers should be on board.
En voiture, fermez les portières s'il vous plaît.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Excuse me, can you tell me which compartment is Tyler Whitney's?
Oh, Monsieur Whitney, excuse me. Your compartment is number 1.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Dans le wagon-restaurant, dinner is served in the restaurant car.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Premier
Excuse me,
service,
can you tell me which
premier
compartment is
service,
Tyler Whitney's?
Le dîner
The
est
American
servi dans le
gentleman
wagon-restaurant.
is in the first
Dinner
sleeping
is
car.
served in the restaurant car.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Wagon-restaurant, dinner is served in the restaurant car.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Tyler. book double compartment in your own name. Don't mention mine. Maybe a little late. I'll meet you on the train. Yeah. P.S. Still angry about Cuba.
Que je passe dans le couloir, il me dévisage comme si j'étais prêt à les violer.
Tu sais à qui ces femmes appartiennent, non?
Mahmoud Madka, c'est ce que dit la liste des passagers.
Ça, c'est le nom du garde du corps. Ils sont très discrets. Ils vont à Istanbul. À lui alors?
Je n'y crois pas.
Alors fais attention, d'accord?
Mais mon oncle, vous savez que je suis marié. Par contre, vous...
Je t'ai déjà dit de ne pas m'appeler mon oncle. Ça suffit maintenant. Au travail. Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Excuse me, are you looking for me?
Ah, Monsieur Whitney, excuse me. I do not recognize you. Herr Schmidt is waiting for you in the restaurant car.
Viens ici. Arrête tout de suite.
Attends une seconde. Fais voir ce que toi.
Je l'ai trouvé. Il est à moi.
Come across something exceptional. More your line than mine. Depart Orient Express, 7 p.m. Friday, Gare l'Est. You're the only one I can trust. Your pal, Tyler. P.S. Hope you're not still angry about what happened in Cuba.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Yes? Who is it?
Sorry.
Ça se passe pas comme ça sur les grandes lignes. Il n'est que 8 heures. On attend le deuxième service. Si on prend le dîner maintenant, après on va s'ennuyer. Tu les as regardés? Que des vieux et des gens impossibles. Fais-moi confiance.
Bonsoir, monsieur. We have a nice table for you here in the corner. If you will please follow me. Please, monsieur. Have a seat.
Соблюдала все заветы нашей церкви.
Да, дедушка.
Тебе нравится это блюдо?
Да.
По-моему, это замечательно.
Вы себя чувствуете прекрасно.
Ah, Herr Whitney. You are different than I had imagined.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I ran across an old friend.
One does have the most unexpected encounters on trains. Shall we get down to business? Have you brought the gold? First you kept me waiting, now you don't answer me. I have kept my half of the bargain. If something has gone wrong, I would like to know it.
Nothing has gone wrong.
I'm glad. I trust that you will not mind if I asked to see the gold.
I trust you won't mind either if I ask to see what I'm buying.
To see it? But you know that is impossible. The merchandise will be put on the train at Munich. It is what we agreed.
Good. Then we're even. Herr Schmidt, it's been a pleasure. We'll talk again after Munich.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Does monsieur wish to order dinner?
Yes, I will have the roast duck and a bottle of 96 Bordeaux.
Very good, monsieur.
Madam, welcome.
Good evening.
Madame's presence is a great honor for us. Your usual table is ready. If Madame will permit me.
Thank you.
If I may say so, Madame is like a shining star, and we are all basking in her light. I am your servant, Madame.
Thank you, Pascal.
Enjoy your dinner, Madame.
Oui, madame. Avez-vous fait votre choix?
Yes, I'll have the beef filet.
Le filet de bœuf jardinière. Very good. Is madame dining alone?
Yes.
Very good, madame.
Mind if I join you?
That's bold. Is it customary in America to be so forward?
In certain circles, it's not unheard of.
I must have been moving in the wrong circles. I hope you find somewhere to sit.
Voilà, monsieur. Le canard rôti.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, I think you dropped this.
It's not mine.
My mistake. I wonder whose it is.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Le filet de bœuf jardinière.
Thank you.
Will there be anything else, madame? No? Bon appétit.
Excuse me.
It's the conductor, monsieur.
Deuxième service. Le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant.
François voudrait en savoir plus. Écrivez-nous un peu la vie.
Excuse me. Could you tell me what this paper says?
Inspecter le désert aux alentours.
It's a Russian fairy tale for children.
Could you translate it for me?
Do you know what a fairy tale is? It's one of the ways the exploiters make the people forget that they're enslaved. For 100 years, Russian peasants have told their children this story of a hero who plucks the tail feather from a firebird. Child goes to bed with an empty stomach and dreams of a hero who will never come.
Sorry I asked.
Voilà, le Châteaubriand sauce béarnaise. Pour madame.
Are you sure this isn't your scarf?
Bien cuit pour le jeune homme.
Quite sure.
Et pour vous, monsieur.
Merci. Ce n'est pas ce que je voulais.
Mais si, c'est un steak. C'est exactement ce que tu as commandé.
Berk.
Merci, monsieur.
Bon appétit.
Excuse me, Wolf. I could not leave you without paying you my compliments. I'm sure you do not remember me. My name is August Schmidt.
But I do remember you. It was at Mrs. Lauder's in London, wasn't it?
Yes. You played Brahms' violin concerto.
How lovely of you to remember. And you were with an English woman. Was she your wife?
Yes, that is... forgive me for interrupting your dinner. May I say that I'm delighted that we are sharing this journey.
You're very kind. Good evening.
Are you sure this isn't your...
Bien cuit pour le jeune homme. Et pour vous, monsieur.
Merci.
Ce n'est pas ce que je voulais.
Mais si, c'est un steak. C'est exactement ce que tu as commandé.
Berk.
Merci, monsieur.
Bon appétit.
Excuse me, Madame Wolf. Without paying you my compliments. I'm sure you do not remember me. My name is August Schmidt.
But I do remember you. It was at Mrs. Lauder's in London, wasn't it?
Yes. You played Brahms' violin concerto.
How lovely of you to remember. And you were with an English woman. Was she your wife?
Yes, that is... Miss Wolf. May I present my colleague from America, Mr. Tyler Whitney? Herr Whitney? Miss Anna Wolf.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch the name.
Tyler Whitney. Have we met before?
I seem to remember hearing of a Mr. Whitney years ago in New York. You were trying to raise money to start a revolution in Cuba, isn't that right?
Mexico, and it wasn't me. It must have been someplace else that we met.
Herr Whitney is well known as a champion of freedom and justice in countries other than his own. But please, don't let us interrupt your dinner.
Not at all. You're both very kind. One does get so bored on these long journeys. Good evening.
A beautiful woman.
Is she?
And a brilliant performer. To look at her, you would never think she was Jewish. Until Munich, sir.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
my compartment, please.
Chose que chez nous.
Позвольте мне помочь.
Tu es libre. Tu ne sais
Осторожно.
pas encore.
You make it all sound so simple. You only knew how very difficult it was for me to even get on this train.
Василий Александрович!
Дедушка?
Василий Александрович, меня зовут Алексей Дольников. Вы, кажется, знавали моего батюшку.
Да, знавал я одного Дольникова, Петра Николаевича. Хороший был человек, набожный. Сын у него был. Опозорил и отца, и всю семью свою. Пойдем, внученька. Устал я малость.
Василий Александрович, how many thousands have you condemned to prison and torture in the name of your piety? Или вы счет потеряли? Excuse me.
Well, I think you made a pretty good first impression.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Pardon me? Pardon me?
Please come. You're the only one I can trust.
Bonne nuit, monsieur.
Guten Abend.
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Ah, Monsieur Whitney, excusez-moi. His Excellency wishes to receive you in his private car.
His Excellency.
Yes, monsieur. He's waiting for you.
Pardon me?
Yes? Who is it?
Right away, monsieur.
Yes? Who is it?
Who are you?
This is my compartment. Who are you?
This is Tyler Whitney's compartment. Where is Tyler? Убийца!
As I was about to say, I didn't kill him.
Who are you?
My name is Robert Cath.
So you are Cath? Tyler spoke of you. He was afraid you were angry with him.
He shouldn't have worried. That was a long time ago. You better tell me what's going on. Tyler had a meeting with someone named August Schmidt. What was that about?
Where's the gold?
What gold? I saw a wooden box in a hell of a mess.
Then we are lost. How can I tell this to the general? Oh, I must tell to the others.
What general? What were you and Tyler mixed up in?
You must tell no one about this. No one.
Not even the train conductor?
You've been warned. Tsunaruka, the Black Hand.
Who is it?
It's the conductor to make your bed, monsieur.
Wait a minute.
Pardon me?
Ja?
Oh, Herr Schmidt, excuse me.
Merci, monsieur. Excusez-moi de vous avoir dérangé. Passez une bonne nuit. Bonsoir, mon oncle.
As-tu oublié quelque chose?
C'est que... Vous voulez dire la liste des passagers? Il semble que je l'ai égarée quelque part.
Tu ne la trouves plus? Que veux-tu dire?
Je l'avais laissée ici, à l'intérieur de mon journal. Elle était rangée, j'allais vous la ramener. Je ne peux pas croire qu'elle soit tombée, j'ai cherché partout.
Et celle de Couder?
Les deux étaient ensemble.
C'en est trop! Qu'est-ce que tu crois que je vais pouvoir écrire dans mon rapport? Mon neveu n'est qu'un épouvantable paresseux et n'a obtenu son emploi que grâce à moi. Je l'épaule et il perd la liste complète des passagers de 2 wagons couchettes. Ce n'est pas possible. Tu as intérêt à retrouver cette liste avant que nous arrivions à Budapest.
Oui, mon oncle, je suis désolé, mon oncle. Elle doit être ici, quelque part.
Quand j'avais ton âge, je portais encore les sacs des voyageurs. Les jeunes d'aujourd'hui ont la vie trop facile et ils ne s'en rendent pas compte. Excusez-moi, monsieur.
It's a Russian fairy tale for children.
The merchandise will be put on the train at Munich. It is what we agreed.
Good. We'll talk again after Munich.
Ah, Monsieur Whitney, excusez-moi. His Excellency wishes to receive you in his private car.
I seem to remember hearing of a Mr. Whitney years ago in New York.
Hello. It seems I've been sent for by someone named His Excellency. That wouldn't be you, would it?
What an unexpected pleasure, Mr. Robert Cath.
Usually people call me Tyler Whitney.
You should take care when choosing a name for yourself. Names have power. The most primitive cultures understood this, but of course it will be as you prefer.
Not everyone has the luxury of choosing his own name, Mr.
Kronos. Whether you are Cath or Whitney is a matter of indifference to me. I am prepared to continue the discussions begun by my agent in Paris, provided that you have the peace of which you spoke.
Is Kronos your first name or your last name?
I have no time to continue these delightful discussions of names. I have brought with me a rather heavy briefcase. I would like to know now if the proposed exchange interests you and if you are capable of completing it.
Not just at the moment, but I have hopes of being able to do so.
In that case, we have nothing further to discuss. I myself must leave the train in Vienna. In case we do not see each other again, I wish you a pleasant journey to Istanbul and continued success in evading the British and French authorities. Have a pleasant evening, Mr. Cath. Kahina will show you out.
Le train entre en gare d'Épernay. Épernay, 5 minutes d'arrêt. Le train entre en gare d'Épernay. Épernay, 5 minutes d'arrêt.
Sorry. Wrong door.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
Excuse me.
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Excusez-moi, madame.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Conductor, would you lock my door, please?
Excusez-moi, monsieur, vos papiers, s'il vous plaît.
What's the trouble?
You're American?
I am. What of it?
Ça pourrait bien être lui.
Monsieur, in the name of the law, I must ask you to come with us.
The police arrested one of the passengers, an American without a ticket. Apparently he was a fugitive, something to do with the Irish troubles. Sophie was sorry to see him go.
Right away, monsieur.
There you are, monsieur. Excusez-moi, monsieur. Pardon me?
Veuillez retourner à
Yes,
vos places,
monsieur.
s'il vous plaît. Il s'agit d'un contrôle de route.
There you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, please return
Bonsoir,
to your
police,
compartments.
ouvrez s'il vous plaît.
Yes.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Messieurs et mesdames les voyageurs, veuillez retourner à vos places, s'il vous plaît. Il s'agit d'un contrôle de routine. Ladies and gentlemen, please return to your compartments. This is a routine.
Bonsoir, madame. Ça va?
Pas vraiment. Il y a la police dans ma voiture.
Je sais, mais pourquoi es-tu parti?
Eh bien, si l'eunuque veut leur couper la tête, ce n'est pas mon problème.
Excusez-moi.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils cherchent alors?
Tu ne savais pas? Ils ont trouvé un cadavre.
Excusez-moi.
On l'a
Bonsoir,
jeté d'un
police,
train, apparemment.
ouvrez s'il vous plaît.
Ils vérifient tous les compartiments de ma voiture et après, ce sera la tienne.
Mais qui est mort?
Un étranger. Ils ne l'ont pas encore identifié.
Et pourquoi crois-tu
Bonsoir,
qu'il devrait
police,
être l'un des
ouvrez s'il vous plaît.
Notre liste de passagers est complète, il ne nous manque personne.
Ça,
C'est
je
la
ne sais
police,
rien.
madame.
Ils m'ont donné un ordre. J'ai fait mon travail.
Merci, madame. Bonne soirée, excusez-nous de vous avoir dérangé.
Good evening.
Bonsoir, police, ouvrez s'il vous plaît. Bonsoir, police, ouvrez s'il vous plaît.
Qui est-ce?
C'est la police, madame.
Police? Un instant, messieurs. Entrez.
Merci, madame. Bonne soirée, excusez-nous de vous avoir dérangé.
Je vous en prie.
Bonsoir, police, ouvrez s'il vous plaît.
Qui est-ce?
C'est la police, monsieur.
Un instant, messieurs. Entrez.
Merci, monsieur. Excusez-moi de vous avoir dérangé. Passez une bonne nuit.
Je vous en prie.
Bonsoir, police, ouvrez s'il vous plaît. Bonsoir, police, ouvrez s'il vous plaît.
Messieurs, nous avons pris du retard. Nous devons repartir dès maintenant. Bonsoir. Allez, ça va. Nous n'en avons compté que 23. Nous sommes désolés, messieurs. De toute façon, l'Orient Express se doit d'être à l'heure. Vous pouvez descendre maintenant ou vous pouvez rester jusqu'à Chalon, comme vous voulez.
Messieurs et mesdames les voyageurs, le wagon-restaurant est réouvert.
Ce dérangement, je demande une explication.
Bien sûr, madame.
J'ai souvent voyagé dans des grands trains. Mon mari est ingénieur. Et je vous assure que j'écrirai personnellement au chef de la compagnie afin qu'il se...
Bien sûr, madame. Vous avez tout à fait raison, madame. Je vous assure, cette incursion n'était pas prévue. Malheureusement, c'était la police locale. On a bien essayé de leur faire comprendre. Mais vous savez, on est en France.
De quoi s'agit-il alors?
Comme vous avez été tellement patiente, madame, je
Excuse me.
Kamal a
Pardonnez-moi,
compris en
madame.
toute confiance ce qu'ils m'ont expliqué.
Bon, voyons.
Il s'agit d'un cadavre
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
qui a été découvert le long de la voie ferrée. La police pensait qu'il avait été jeté de notre train.
Je l'ai vu. Je l'ai vu. Tais-toi, François. Et alors, ils n'ont rien trouvé?
Rien, madame. Il s'agissait d'une erreur. Il n'y a aucune raison de s'inquiéter.
Mais c'est vrai. Ils l'ont jeté par la fenêtre. Je l'ai vu. François, ne raconte pas d'histoire.
Si vous me permettez, madame, je vais vous laisser.
Merci.
Bonne soirée, madame.
Excusez-moi,
Pardon
monsieur.
me.
François, je t'ai dit de ne pas raconter d'histoire. C'est vraiment un
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Mais Mahmoud.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Chalon-sur-Marne, 2 minutes d'arrêt.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Le train entre en gare de Chalon.
Pardon me.
Chalon-sur-Marne, 2 minutes d'arrêt.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Do you have a match?
Aren't you a little young to smoke?
Monsieur, I'm not a little girl. I have just spent the whole season in Paris. I'm very tired and I want to smoke. Thank you.
Что там произошло?
Вы говорите по-русски?
Немного. Only what my mother was able to teach me.
How funny. An American who speaks Russian. Then you heard the horrible things that man said to my grandfather.
Who is he?
His name is Alexei. We grew up together. We used to play together every summer in Odessa. I can't imagine why he should want to quarrel with my grandfather. So childish.
Well, maybe he'll grow up. Like you. Do you think you could read this?
The Firebird. It's beautiful. Look at his burning tail. Where did it come from?
It belonged to a friend of mine. What does it say?
It's a poem for children. It's a story about Prince Ivan and the Firebird. If you like, I could write out a translation and give it to you in the morning.
Спасибо, Татьяна.
Не за что. Спокойной ночи.
Bonne nuit, monsieur Whitney. Have a good sleep. Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Bonne nuit, monsieur. René, tu passes plus de temps ici que chez toi?
Je te dis, rien à faire chez moi. Le 17 est libre jusqu'à Vienne, le harem se cache, et le renuque m'a menacé de me couper la tête si je passe trop près de ses portes. J'ai lu mon journal 3 fois, me voilà.
C'est pas un journal ce que tu lis. Il y a plus de dessins que de textes dedans. C'est pas comme ça que tu vas apprendre ce qui se passe dans le monde.
Bon, d'accord. Au retour, tu m'offriras un tract de monsieur Jaurès.
Tu te moques de lui, mais pourtant ce sont les socialistes qui éviteront la guerre.
J'ai pas peur de la guerre, moi, c'est les Allemands qui la cherchent, pas nous. Et s'ils commencent...
La question n'est pas là. Dans la guerre moderne, personne ne gagne. Tout le monde perd. C'est les militaires, les politiciens, les industriels de tous les pays qui nous mènent à la guerre. Et c'est nous, les ouvriers, le peuple, qui allons le payer cher, comme toujours.
Qu'est-ce que tu racontes?
Excusez-moi,
t'es
monsieur.
Socialiste, toi?
Je suis un prolétaire comme toi. La seule façon d'éviter la guerre, c'est d'organiser la classe ouvrière de l'Allemagne, de la France et de l'Angleterre. C'est nous qui allons au casse-pipe, pas les politiciens.
Dis ce que tu veux, mais si les Allemands nous poussent à bout, on va reprendre l'Alsace et la Lorraine.
Mais tu n'y comprends
Tatiana.
rien. Ça ne se fait plus avec l'épée, la guerre moderne. Ça serait un massacre. On n'est plus en 1870.
Excuse-moi, j'ai du travail. Mais ton idée m'intéresse. On continuera cette conversation plus tard.
Bonsoir, Couder. Tout va bien chez vous?
Depuis le départ des gendarmes, tout est normal.
Et les passagers?
Madame Boutarel m'a demandé quelques détails pour satisfaire sa curiosité. Pour les autres passagers, je crois que l'incident n'a pas été trop dérangeant.
Bon, pas la peine de raconter tout cela dans votre rapport. Je m'en occuperai.
Très bien, monsieur.
Je m'en fiche de ce que tu écris. Fais ce que tu veux. Moi, je vais au salon.
Would you open my compartment, please?
But of course, mademoiselle. Excusez-moi, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Bonne nuit.
Who is it?
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Dolnikov.
Excuse me, Monsieur Whitney. This is not your compartment.
saw your light. I thought you might be having trouble sleeping.
I had a bad nightmare. It woke me up.
Can I come in?
Why not? Runter, Maxel. Make yourself comfortable. I'm sorry the place is a mess.
Do you always carry a gun on your concert tours?
A woman traveling alone has to be careful.
I would have thought Max was enough protection.
You are not Tyler Whitney. Who are you?
My name is Robert Cath.
What do you want?
Tyler Whitney was a friend of mine.
What's that supposed to mean? Maxel, bleib hier. Sit.
Прочь от меня, трусы, предатели! Что происходит? Как горят их глаза!
Что случилось?
Они нас не ждали на вокзале. Они вошли через окно.
Здесь никого нет, дедушка!
Как горят их глаза!
Дедушка, здесь никого
мой
нет!
нож?
Что
Таня,
происходит?
принеси
О, боже
мой
мой,
нож.
господи! Господи!
Они вошли.
Let me through, I'm a doctor.
Слышите, как они поют? Таня, посмотри на его руки. Они покрыты
some
шерстью.
water.
Черной шерстью. Неужели ты не видишь?
Vasily!
What are you doing? What kind of a doctor are you?
Это я знаю. Ты за мною пришел, убийца. Таня, подай мне нож. Я вырежу его сердце и скормлю волкам.
Дедушка! Oh, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Vasily Alexandrovich!
Who are you?
Дедушка!
Set it down over there.
Mais pour l'amour du ciel, que signifient ces cris? C'est impossible de dormir dans un tel
Brew this in a
fracas.
tea and give him a cup every 4 hours. Can you do
Vous
that?
voyez, l'incident est clos.
Yes.
Retournez-vous.
What on earth is the matter with
Let's clear out. Let him sleep.
Vous avez entendu le docteur. Tout le monde dehors. Il faut le laisser se reposer.
Miss Tatiana, could I speak with you?
Oh, ça c'est rien.
I don't want to frighten you, but I think someone went into my compartment while I was at dinner. No. Would you think I was very silly if I asked you to keep it for me, just until we reach Vienna?
Of course not. I would be glad to.
You mustn't tell anybody. It will be our secret. Excuse me.
Pardon me. Good night, Miss Wolf.
Good night, Mr. Whitney.
Good night, monsieur. Bonjour, monsieur.
Milosh. Milosh. Pardon me.
Come in!
Milosh, we need to talk.
Pazi, možda je naoružan.
August Schmidt thinks I'm Tyler. I went along with it to keep the game going. Now I want to know what the game is.
Nemoj ništa da mu govoriš.
Ma on je bre ženo Tylerov prijatelj.
Tebi je svako prijatelj.
Come in, sit down. Have you heard of unity or death?
Sure. That's Harvard's motto. Where is it, the post office?
Unity or death is a sacred vow. Crna ruka, we have all taken it. Tyler too.
He always liked that sort of thing.
He gave his life for this. Tyler came to us in the winter. We were hiding in the mountains of Bjelašnica, north of Sarajevo.
Šta se njega tiče gde je Bjelašnica?
Ma hoćeš ti me žeska glava da pustiš da govorim? When Tyler came, we had no food, no guns, nothing. Tyler brought us guns.
What did Tyler want from August Schmidt?
Tyler was given a mission by the general himself. It was a great treasure that belonged to the Serbian people.
What was it?
It was called the Firebird. I never saw it. Tyler was to sell it for gold to buy the guns from the German. If the German finds out that we have lost the gold, everything is lost. You must tell him that we have the gold and that we want to buy the guns.
Why should I help you cheat August Schmidt?
Cheat him? How can you speak of cheating a German? The Germans are taking our land, the food from our children. We are like slaves in our own land. Tyler understood this. If you betray us, you betray the cause he died for.
It's your cause, not mine.
Da ga ubijem odmah.
Zabranjujem ti, on je bio Tylerov prijatelj.
Ti ćeš ga pustiti da izađe odavde? Ti si veća budala nego što sam mislila.
Oh, by the way, Herr Schmidt mentioned that he was having some merchandise put on the train at Munich. So long. Madame.
Izvoli.
Pardon me.
Excusez-moi, madame. Excusez-moi, madame.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Est-ce que vous avez trouvé un passe-partout?
Non. Vous avez perdu votre clé?
Hier soir, pendant la crise du comte Obolensky. Elle est peut-être tombée de ma poche pendant la confusion.
Cette clé ouvre toutes les portes du train. Je ne voudrais pas paraître suspicieux, mais est-il possible que l'un des passagers vous l'ait volée?
C'est difficile à croire. Enfin, qui?
Peut-être l'Américain. Il a l'air d'un fauteur de troubles. Je l'ai souvent vu traîner dans le couloir.
Le docteur?
Il était là, hier soir, dans le compartiment du comte Obolensky. Il y avait tant de monde, il aurait pu profiter de la confusion pour vous la voler.
Il n'y avait pas tant de monde. Juste Madame Wolf et Mademoiselle Tatiana. De toute façon, la clé a disparu. Soyez attentifs.
Très bien, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Excusez-moi. Le grand est le père, et le petit est le fils, et ils vont au désert. Mais le train est attaqué par des soldats. Paf, paf. Ils tirent dessus. Le papa est mort, et... Non, le papa est blessé, et il tire. Paf, paf.
Excuse me?
Good morning. How is your grandfather?
He's sleeping.
Good. Don't forget the tea.
I won't. I want to thank you for what you did. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been there.
Has he been ill for long?
I don't know. I've been living in France. Grandfather came to bring me home to Russia. I knew he wasn't well, but I have written out your poem.
Thank you, Tatiana.
Excuse me. К вашему сведению, после нанесенного вами оскорбления с дедушкой случился приступ. По-моему, вы горды тем, что причинили мучения старику.
If Vasily Alexandrovich suffers, it's because of his own guilty conscience. I only spoke the truth.
How dare you!
Мадемуазель Татьяна, вы олицетворяете надменность, присущую вашему классу.
Вы сами выходите из того же класса.
Я? Вряд ли. Во всяком случае, это несущественно. Я посвятил свою жизнь строительству бесклассового общества.
Значит, дедушка был прав? Вы в самом деле либерал?
Я думал, что за 4 года пребывания в Париже вы хоть чему-нибудь научились. Видать, буржуазная система образования готовит девушек лишь для замужества, и вы наверняка были надежно защищены от всего даже отдаленно напоминающего идею.
Алексей, зачем вы так говорите? В детстве мы каждый день играли у реки. Неужели вы забыли?
Я помню. That time no longer exists. Good day.
writing all morning?
Just my diary.
I thought it must be a novel. You were writing such a long time. When can I read it?
You want to read my diary?
Of course, unless it's a secret.
Well, it is, rather. No one's ever asked me before. I don't know what to say.
I'm just teasing you. It was just to see the look on your face.
Really? Sophie?
You were really funny. You would have thought I was asking to borrow money.
Bonjour, monsieur.
عن إذنك.
Pardon me.
بس مين هلا بالذمة ده مزحلق الدنيا؟ روح العب مع طنط غيبية. تعال هنا. من كتر حلاوتك ستات. ساشا الدوية. الحقيقة الراجل الوحيد في الأرض ده. كل الناس التانيين خايفين منه. أيوة هو الوحيد اللي بيجي يزورنا.
عايز حاجة حلوة؟ فاطمة عندك كمان ملبس، اديله حاجة.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Are you still here? Tell His Excellency I'd like to... Tell him I want to talk to him about the Firebird.
The American, Your Excellency. I believe this time you'll want to speak to him.
Yes. Come in. Make yourself comfortable. Why, thank you, Kahina. I think I will.
Good morning, Mr. Khan. I hope you have good news for me today.
That depends. Do you still want the Firebird?
Do you have it?
What happened to Tyler?
The misadventures of Mr. Whitney and his colleagues are of no interest to me. Let us conclude this transaction quickly. We both have many other things to do. I with my collection, and you with your travels and special interests. Your treatment of Vasily Alexandrovich, for example. Datura stramonium. Very interesting.
It's very simple.
Simple to us, perhaps, but few European doctors would have thought of it. Once in Nigeria, but I digress. Do you have the Firebird?
Not technically.
Then I shall waste no more of your time. I shall look forward to our next meeting, Mr. Kanath.
Knows nothing. It is as I thought. The Austrian woman has the Firebird.
Forgive me, Your Excellency.
I told you so last night. Why have you not searched her compartment?
The compartment is guarded, Your Excellency, day and night.
Ah, yes. The dog.
I am not afraid, Your Excellency, but if I enter the compartment, that dog will attack me. If Your Excellency wishes, of course.
I understand, Kahina. Several hours remain before Vienna. I will arrange a convenient absence for Miss Wolf, and this animal whose presence seems to make you so uneasy. Then, Kahina, you will find the Firebird.
Yes, Your Excellency.
monsieur?
Herr Whitney, soon we will arrive in München. Are you ready to proceed with our agreement?
The answer is yes, Herr Schmidt. Our deal is on.
Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen,
The Orient Express is now leaving for Vienna, Budapest, Belgrad, Sofia.
Bitte sehr vorsichtig sein mit diesem großen Koffer.
Ja.
Der darf um Gottes Willen nicht hinfallen.
Meine Damen und Herren, der Orient Express fährt jetzt in Richtung Wien, Budapest, Belgrad und Konstantinopel ab. Bitte alle einsteigen.
Я вижу, вы все такая же бесстрашная, как прежде. Девушка, играете в шахматы как мужчина.
Ваш ход.
Замечательно. Трюк, достойный вашего деда.
Ну почему вы все время вспоминаете дедушку? Ведь вы же со мной играете, а не с ним.
Он вас хорошо играть научил.
I've had other teachers since then, Alexei Sergeyevich. I'm not a little girl anymore.
No, you're not.
It was a mistake. It was nothing.
Dick read the idea of a murder on the Orient Express. I don't suppose they happened to mention if they'd identified the body.
I believe he was a foreigner, monsieur.
Was he? A foreigner? How interesting. Excuse me, I couldn't help wondering, is that Miss Anna Wolfe that was playing the violin just now?
Yes, monsieur. It is our honor to have Miss Wolfe traveling with us.
How delightful. And the private car in the back, that wouldn't be, His Excellency Prince Kronos now, would it?
Yes, monsieur.
How interesting. They say he hardly travels at all in Europe anymore. Just goes to show you. Huh. I understand Count Obolensky was quite ill during the night.
He's much better today, monsieur. Fortunately, we had a doctor on board.
A doctor? Not a Russian doctor?
No, sir. An American. Monsieur Whitney.
How interesting. Is he actually treating the Count, then?
He has given him a sedative, monsieur.
Sedative?
I believe a sort of herbal tea.
Oh, well, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Still, it does seem a little irregular. Not that we English see anything wrong with a cup of tea. It can do wonders for an upset stomach. Still, one rather expects to see the usual paraphernalia. A doctor's bag instills confidence and so on. Given the importance of the patient, I mean. I suppose Mr. Whitney is travelling with quite a bit of luggage.
Monsieur?
Oh, you know, so many Americans do.
I cannot say, monsieur.
Must be the fellow I passed just now in the smoking car. Rather young, isn't he, for a doctor?
I believe he is young, yes.
I must say, he didn't look at all like the usual sort of American one expects to see on these trains. You know, flashing money about. Quite the opposite, in fact. Rather unusual for a young fellow like that to book a double compartment, prices being what they are and all that. Wouldn't you say?
I do not know, monsieur.
Well, I suppose he wants his privacy. Nothing wrong with that.
Monsieur, I really must return.
No, of course, of course. Don't let me keep you.
Thank you, monsieur. Au revoir.
Premier service. Premier service. Le déjeuner est servi. Lunch is served. Premier service. Premier service.
Herr Schmidt, are you having lunch alone?
As a matter of fact, I'm waiting for a lady.
Have a nice wait.
Premier service.
Excuse me.
Premier service. Premier service.
Excuse me.
Miss Wolfe, please let me help you.
Oh, thank you.
Are you comfortable? Yes, I'm so glad. Everybody wanted to sit in your seat. I've been like a soldier fighting them away.
Oh, really?
I would not let anybody sit here. What shall we order? Shall we get some wine?
That would be lovely.
I think good red wine, yes? Oh, forgive me. Perhaps you would like something lighter?
My father drank red wine and I'm afraid I picked up the habit. I know it's not very ladylike.
nonsense. We will be able to share a bottle. I hope I will not get drunk.
Why?
Oh, I'm turning into a happy little devil, especially when I am surrounded by a beautiful lady.
You are a charmer.
Company is doing the most innovative research in oil exploration.
Yes. Well, wouldn't want the Royal Navy to be caught short of fuel oil, would we? Tell me, are the reserves in that little town, what's it called again, really as big as they say?
I cannot offer an opinion, monsieur.
No, of course you wouldn't. Quite brave of your wife to go all that way and live in the desert.
She would not wish to be without me. And it will be a good opportunity for François. He has a fine scientific mind.
Seems like a very active little boy. I don't suppose you could ask him for my cravat?
I think now that I remember him using it as a kind of sieve to test salinity in the water. Most remarkable in a boy of 7. Don't you agree?
Quite remarkable.
It is a natural curiosity of the scientific mind, monsieur.
Yes, and all that trapped in the body of a little boy.
Encore toi?
Chaque fois que je fais le pari Constantinople, je promets de ramener quelque chose à ma femme. La dernière fois, je lui ai ramené un bracelet en cuivre.
10 minutes d'arrêt.
Pas encore de pourboire?
Le train entre en gare de Salzbourg.
Le russe, n'en parlons pas. Ni l'un ni l'autre ne sont appréciés le luxe.
10 minutes d'arrêt.
D'habitude, l'Allemand dépense son argent généreusement, je l'ai déjà eu avant. Cette fois-ci,
Le train entre en gare de Salzbourg.
Je crois qu'il convoite la petite chanteuse Angélique du numéro 11 qui nous a donné une sérénade toute la matinée. Quand un homme du monde veut attirer l'attention d'une jolie femme, tu peux compter sur lui pour qu'il dépense beaucoup d'argent.
Si tu as bien vu, peut-être que j'en serai bénéficiaire. De toute façon, je garde espoir que le garde du corps du harem sera plus généreux.
It is
Tu
time
sais
I
à qui
took
vous
my
appartient?
family to lunch.
C'est pas vrai.
Avec quelqu'un comme ça, on ne sait jamais. Il vous traite comme un moins que rien, vous crache dans la figure, vous menace. Et puis un petit cadeau à la fin du voyage et on peut prendre sa retraite sur la Côte d'Azur.
La Côte d'Azur, c'est pas pour moi. Les plans de retraite sont faits et ils ne sont pas en fixe. 1914 sera
Tu me
ma
le
dernière
donnes?
année en Europe.
Non.
Si tu pouvais
Je l'ai
voir la
trouvé.
jolie petite maison qui
Il est
m'attend
à
à
moi.
Alger, l'Europe ne te manquerait pas non plus. C'est un paradis pour ceux qui savent l'apprécier.
Demande donc aux dames des derniers compartiments.
Attention, tu ne veux pas risquer la récompense que tu espères recevoir à la fin du voyage, non?
Récompense? La seule récompense qu'il risque de me donner, c'est de faire de moi son collègue avec son sabre. Allez, à bientôt!
Allez, à plus tard. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, monsieur.
Excuse me, sir.
Il y a Cynthia.
Not going into detail, I will say that my work here is not only pronounced, and that in my own small way I'm doing my part.
D'abord le chien et maintenant le violon.
Good afternoon.
C'est vraiment
Monsieur, welcome. Please follow me.
Je vais
We
à
have a
tout prix
nice
parler
table
au
for
chef
you
de train.
right here in the corner.
Est-ce que c'est
Enjoy
elle
your lunch,
assise
monsieur.
avec le gros monsieur? Je trouve qu'elle est très belle.
François, je t'ordonne de manger.
Yes, monsieur.
The escallop. That's a sort of veal cutlet, isn't it?
L'escalope de veau. Yes, monsieur.
Well, I'll have that. Well done, please.
Very good, monsieur.
Mind if I join you?
No, by all means. I don't believe we've been introduced. George Abbott.
Tyler Whitney.
What foul weather. Can't seem to get out of this storm. It must be raining all across Europe. Quite remarkable, really. I understand you've made friends with the Obolenskys. You must introduce me. I'm fascinated by Russia. That was quite a scare you had last night. The chef de train told me you handled it quite well. You didn't happen to notice whether the other Russian fellow, what's his name, the young fellow, was hanging about?
I don't recall seeing him.
I'm afraid the old man has quite lost his head. Still, he has played a role for years as a sort of informal ambassador for the Tsar, if you know what I mean. I didn't know you were a doctor.
And you?
Oh, I'm travelling on business. Every now and then the company has a little matter to take care of on the continent, so off I go. Isn't she enchanting? That violinist, Miss Wolfe, she seems to be getting on rather well with Herr Schmidt. Not her type, I would have thought. Rather a surprise to see Herr Schmidt here. One would think he'd have his hands full back in Germany, what with his factories stepping up production and all that. Such an industrious people, the Germans. I wonder what business he has in the East. But you haven't told me a thing about yourself. Will you be going far?
All the way to Constantinople.
Oh, how lovely. Business or pleasure?
Actually, I'm traveling for my health.
Yes, so nice to get away from one's troubles, assuming one has any. New climates, new horizons and all that. Of course, I don't need to tell you that, you being a doctor. Quite a coincidence you're being a doctor, and an American, I mean. When I boarded at Munich, the police were looking for an American doctor who'd got away from the police in Paris. Apparently he's mixed up with those Irish fanatics, Home Rule and all that, the ones that killed that policeman. Papers were full of it. Anyhow, it seems that this young doctor is in quite a bit of trouble.
Don't believe everything you read in the papers.
No, but I do. It's so much more fun that way. Still, it's none of my concern. I say, that jacket looks a bit short in the arms. Was it a French tailor who took it in for you?
I think I'll go check on the Oblinskys.
Yes, of course. Look forward to seeing you again. What a pleasant fellow.
Чего вы ушли из университета? Вы себе не представляете, какая дома поднялась кутерьма?
В университете мы все говорили, договорили. Разговорами сыт не будешь. Words are lost in the air like the sound of church bells. A single deed is better propaganda than 1,000 pamphlets.
Замечательные слова. Ваш ход.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur, c'est le conducteur.
Yes, monsieur?
Sorry, I must have pushed the button by accident.
Very good, monsieur.
Deuxième service. Deuxième service. Le déjeuner est servi. Lunch is served.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Milch?
Nur Zucker bitte. 2 Stück.
Ah, you like it sweet.
Fräulein Wolfe, it is a privilege to meet so talented an artist. My name is Kronos.
Your Excellency, you do me a great honor.
My car is equipped with a piano. I wonder if you would do me the favor of joining me in a duet. It will help pass the time on this rather long journey.
What a splendid idea!
Shall we say 3 o'clock?
I shall count the minutes until then. Good day.
Is it very tiresome, your business in Vienna?
Oh, well, you know, you always hope that a man will keep his word. When he does not, one hates to lose a good bit of business, but man kann nicht anders.
Also dann kommt Ihr Geschäft nicht zustande? Ist es abgesagt?
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
I too studied music in my youth. If I may say so, I was not without promise. Alas, life had other plans for me.
Послушать вас, так все вокруг плохо. Вы только и хотите, что все развалить.
Когда люди наподобие вашего деда вершат жизнью и смертью миллионов русских людей, кто-то должен их свергнуть.
Ой, это просто поразительно. Вы же одержимый, дедушка. За что вы его так ненавидите?
I will be in the front
Что он сделал с Россией? С нами со всеми. Помните, что произошло прошлой зимой в Литвове?
Excuse me. No. Don't get up. I'll just sit right here and read my paper.
Ah, Herr Whitney. The merchandise has been loaded onto the train. I have fulfilled my part of the bargain. I want to see the gold.
Our agreement included delivery of the arms in Belgrade. We're not in Belgrade yet.
Herr Whitney, since I boarded this train, I have begun to feel that things are not as they should be. If you cannot reassure me, I intend to get off in Vienna and take my merchandise with me. Guten Tag!
Je m'excuse.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Je m'excuse. On échange.
D'accord. Si tu veux.
Il dort maintenant. Il ne marche plus.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Notre client, un excellent prince, organise un concert cet après-midi. Madame Wolf jouera une œuvre pour violon. Il souhaite la compagnie de certains
Excuse me.
Voici
Excuse me.
Le spectacle est prévu
Toi,
pour 3
tu vas
heures.
Et
Assurez-vous que les
voilà.
désirs sont maîtres.
Dear friend, last night my seductress allowed me to sit by the side of her bed for a long while and brush her hair. How happy I was. Her embrace pulled me into a dream, far away from my old, upholstered world. At last, und vrai wie ein Team, in this fragile, rattling old box racing into the future.
auprès de Madame Wolfe pour qu'elle surveille son chien.
Mais non, voyons. Vous savez bien que c'est impossible. Ce chien devait être en cage dans la soute à bagages, tout simplement. Je dois dire que je suis très surprise qu'une compagnie aussi respectable satisfasse avec tant d'indulgence les caprices de créatures excentriques, d'artistes, au point d'ignorer ses clients les plus respectables. Je pensais avoir acheté un billet pour un train de grand luxe, pas un ticket pour le cirque.
Je comprends, madame. Votre opinion est entièrement justifiée. Je vais en parler au chef de train immédiatement.
Je souhaite que vous fassiez plus que lui parler. Je souhaite vivement que cet animal soit expulsé des voitures-lits. M'avez-vous comprise?
Oh oui, madame.
Madame Bouturel?
Yes? Who is it?
Sorry, Milos, wrong door.
Yes? Who is it?
Sorry, wrong door.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Monsieur Whitney. Prince Kronos wishes to invite you to a concert in his private car. Madame Wolfe will play the violin.
And he wants me to be there.
Oh yes, monsieur. 3 o'clock. His Excellency was most eager that you should attend.
Souvenez-vous qu'elle est l'une de nos meilleures clientes. Elle a voyagé dans ce train plus souvent que vous.
Je le sais, monsieur.
Excusez-moi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Monsieur, please. I'm a child, I would expect this, but you are a grown man. It is too much.
Pardon me?
Je m'excuse.
Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, monsieur.
Herr Schmidt?
Not now. After the concert.
Do you have the Firebird?
An Iznak.
The merchandise has been loaded onto the train. I want to see the gold.
The Firebird. It's beautiful. Look at his burning tail.
Tyler was to sell it for gold to buy the guns from the German. If the German finds out that we have lost the gold, everything is lost. You must tell him that we have the gold and that we want to buy the guns.
Bonjour, monsieur. Excuse me, monsieur Whitney.
Ja, wer ist da?
C'est le conducteur, madame.
Come in.
Excusez-moi, madame. Je suis vraiment désolé. But we have received a
Pardon me?
complaint about the barking.
Oh no.
Of course, for you, we have always made an exception. But now that a passenger has complained,
Must he go to the baggage car?
the passenger has insisted, madame. What can I do?
Just a moment.
Forgive me, madame.
You'll make sure he has plenty of water. He really doesn't like the baggage car.
Of course, madame. You are kind. I'm very, very sorry. Good dog, good doggy. Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Vels, 15 minutes d'arrêt.
I think he's a prince of anything.
It all sounds very mysterious. Why do you think he invited us and not Madame Bouturel?
It's very simple. He's a snob. He does not know me. He only knows my name, de Breteuil. He thinks to invite the noblesse to make himself important. That's why he does not invite some petit bourgeois like the Bouturel. But he invites the Comte Oblensky, who he does not know.
Then you don't think we should accept?
Why not? It will be less boring than listening to Madame Bouturel.
Did I tell you what she said to me this morning? Excuse me.
Tu reviens?
Yes, I will be a minute.
Bon, d'accord. Je t'attends.
Excuse me, got a light?
Je ne parle pas l'anglais, monsieur.
Monsieur, can I help you?
Yes, I wanted to get something out of my suitcase.
The baggage car is off limits to passengers. Suitcases cannot be opened during the journey.
Not even by you?
The baggage compartment is sealed, monsieur. In this way, passengers on the Orient Express are spared the inconvenience of customs checks. Now, I really must invite you to return to the passenger car.
Mr. Dolnikov.
your toys. There are consequences, you know. I've given up a lot to come on this trip.
I don't care about the things you give up. For me, that's nothing. What you give to me, what you make me feel, that's what I care about.
You won't give me a chance.
Oh, toi, tu parles toujours de sacrifices, de conséquences, d'obligations. Je m'en fiche, moi. Si j'avais voulu tout ça, j'aurais épousé Philippe. Au moins, ça aurait eu des avantages.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Monsieur Whitney, this way, please.
Thanks.
Monsieur, that is Herr Schmidt's compartment.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Le train entre en gare d'Amstetten. Amstetten, 5 minutes d'arrêt.
Monsieur?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Excuse me, monsieur. May I escort you back to the dining car?
Ask if we happen to be looking for a representative in that part of the world. Preferably a bright young fellow with fluent English and Russian, such as yourself. Of course, I realize with your family background you've probably never considered a career in business. And of course, there's no question of you doing it for money. But after all, you are a member of the new generation. Be ashamed to bury yourself in the countryside, fiddling with agriculture and so on. Why, with your abilities, you could literally help build the modern Russia. Surely you'll agree that Russia must make connection with modern Europe in order to flourish and develop.
Excuse me.
Oh, must you go already? Oh, well, do think about it.
Good dog, good doggy.
Pardon me, sir. Seems awfully quiet all of a sudden. I wonder where everyone's got off to.
I believe many passengers are at the concert, monsieur.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten. Of course, that would explain it. Amazing, really, when you stop to think about it. A concert crossing Europe at 60 miles an hour. Wonderful thing, modern technology. Still, our lot seems to be to sit here and read the paper.
Is my grandfather?
You're welcome to Le Figaro, monsieur.
I looked in about an hour
articles of
ago.
interest.
He was sleeping.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
Ах, так это вы мне приснились. Не берите. Может быть, она у вас запоет.
Just a minute. How did you get in there?
Shh. Monsieur Oblinsky is asleep. He mustn't be disturbed.
Yes, monsieur.
Monsieur Whitney, they have already started, but please, go ahead.
Thanks.
Yes? Who is it?
Sorry, Milos, wrong door.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Who is it?
Just a minute.